What if happiness isn't the path to a meaningful life? In the 19th century, Arthur Schopenhauer challenged this popular notion. As a young student enjoying Paris, you might expect he embraced pleasure and pursuits of joy. But Schopenhauer was wrestling with darker questions that would transform philosophy forever. In this video, we'll delve into Schopenhauer's unusual journey, the man behind what is considered the most pessimistic theory about human satisfaction ever proposed. You'll discover why he believed desire only breeds more desire, and the futility of constantly seeking fulfillment. But I hope you'll listen to his ideas before passing judgment on what is often termed his bleak perspective. There may be deeper wisdom to find in facing hard truths, even when they contradict our most fundamental assumptions. At the heart of Schopenhauer's philosophy lies the concept of the will. It drives all our desires and actions, pulling us towards life even when that path is filled with challenges. For Schopenhauer, this constant pursuit of happiness might be misguided, as if trying to fill a bottomless pit. Each fulfilled desire merely opens the door to another, creating an unending cycle of dissatisfaction. He proposed that life is a pendulum swinging backward and forward between pain and boredom, and attempting to break free from that monotony would inevitably push us back into suffering. This brings us to Schopenhauer's perspective on will and freedom. He argues that while humans possess a certain degree of freedom against their will, they are inherently bound by it. Nevertheless, with the application of reason, one can achieve a measure of freedom. Such autonomy, however, comes with the weight of responsibility, making us accountable for our actions. Schopenhauer's view of life is distinctly pessimistic. He believes that equating life's purpose with happiness has always been a mistake, misleading people for ages. According to him, if we don't understand and accept that life's purpose isn't happiness, life itself will teach us. The safest way of not being very miserable is not to expect to be very happy, he said. He cautioned that excessive happiness often leads to profound sadness afterward. In chasing limitless happiness, we might unknowingly welcome deep sorrow. If the seeking of happiness is a pointless journey, what should be our real goal? In The Art of Being Happy, Schopenhauer suggests that we've been looking in the wrong direction altogether. Instead of fleeting happiness, he suggests focusing on the real presence of pain, claiming that it's more realistic and practical to work on reducing life's unavoidable sufferings. Now, we will explore Schopenhauer's unconventional theory of happiness through 6 key ideas. Let's begin. As desires mount, so does our vulnerability to pain. Schopenhauer posits, the more we want, the more we expose ourselves to suffering. Reducing excessive desires can bring more peace to our lives. Schopenhauer thought our desires are often based on illusion, leading us to place our happiness on the next acquisition. But the truth is, we will always want more, no matter what we get. Schopenhauer stressed the value of appreciating what we have in life. We seldom think of what we have, but always of what we lack. Therefore, rather than being grateful, we are bitter, he wrote. We are never fully satisfied, especially regarding the external pleasures of life. In simpler terms, if we control our constant cravings for pleasure, material goods, and possessions in our pursuit of happiness, we stand a chance to experience less sadness and more joy. Isn't it ironic that while we spend our lives avoiding pain, real freedom might come from embracing it? Schopenhauer certainly thought so. He once remarked, "Life without pain has no meaning." Schopenhauer's perspective was clear in his statement. By this, he wasn't promoting unnecessary suffering, but encouraging a mature recognition of its unavoidable existence. Suffering is real, inevitable, and continuous. It appears unexpectedly and then disappears only to appear again and surprise us. That which happens between the disappearing and reappearing of suffering is a short-lived happiness, a short-lived freedom from pain. Just as clouds, no matter how dark, eventually part to reveal the sun, suffering can also lead to moments of clarity and personal growth. Instead of viewing pain as a relentless enemy, what if we considered it a seasoned teacher? Each setback, each heartache, each disappointment offers lessons that joy often cannot. By confronting suffering directly and without bitterness, we not only take away its control over us, we also find deeper meanings, purpose, and ultimately, peace. As Schopenhauer poetically puts it, to conquer pain, one must first learn to wear it like a crown. Schopenhauer believed that in a world full of suffering, our empathy and compassion offer hope. He once said, "Compassion is the basis of all morality." In that shared space of mutual understanding, the boundaries that separate us blur. Isn't it fascinating how understanding someone else's pain can ease our own? It's as if, through empathy, we connect with others and realize that our challenges are shared human experiences. To lend a listening ear, a helping hand, or just a shoulder to cry on. For Schopenhauer, compassion wasn't just a virtue, it was a necessity, a way to bridge the islands of individuality. As he beautifully articulated, to free oneself from suffering, one must learn to walk in another's shoes. This realization that we're all in the same boat, so to speak, encourages mutual solidarity from which develops a sense of compassion towards others around us. Ultimately, we're all connected through suffering. My pain is also my neighbor's, and the same goes for them. Asceticism, as Schopenhauer saw it, is the boldest method to ease suffering. It means giving up all worldly pleasures. But Schopenhauer recognizes this is not for everyone. He knows it requires immense discipline, something many lack. The concept is simple. If you avoid what makes you suffer, the suffering diminishes. Choosing a simpler life and giving up luxuries can make you less vulnerable to external troubles. Living with less can bring richness to life. In life, when things get tough, where can we find a break? Schopenhauer pointed us toward the embrace of art and aesthetics. He suggested that art is the bridge between our inner chaos and external serenity. Have you ever wondered why a beautifully crafted poem or a stunning painting holds such power over our souls? Art might not promise eternal happiness or an answer to all our worries, but it provides a brief respite and a momentary escape from our current situations. Art draws us into its realm, a universe distinct from our ordinary existence. It's not about eliminating pain, but rather temporarily putting it on hold. As we engage with art, we become more than just the audience. We become participants in a dance of emotions and imagination. Art doesn't solve problems, but it makes us feel alive in the midst of them. So, in those moments when life's weight feels too much to bear, could art be our sanctuary? A man can be himself only so long as he is alone, and if he does not love solitude, he will not love freedom, for it is only when he is alone that he is really free, Schopenhauer once observed. Solitude grants us the liberty to be shielded from external pressures and judgments. In these moments of solitude, we unveil our true selves, free from the fear of criticism. Such revelations can be both empowering and essential for self-discovery. Without these moments of introspection, understanding and pursuing genuine freedom becomes challenging. Of course, solitude is not always easy. At times, it can feel isolating and overpowering. Yet, if we can embrace these quiet moments, they can transform into powerful tools for gaining clarity and strength. Schopenhauer believed that nature offers a mirror to our souls, showing both their chaos and calmness. To him, each day represents a mini life cycle. He believes knowing we won't live forever encourages us to live more purposefully. He suggests that each morning gifts us a fresh start, providing an opportunity to strive for our best. This awareness of time's limitations compels us to prioritize our passions and what truly matters in life. Schopenhauer challenged fundamental assumptions about what gives life purpose. But are fulfillment and happiness never meant to coexist? You must decide. For the questions Schopenhauer posed have no final answers, only the ongoing exploration of what sustains us through life's ever-shifting seasons. The discussion began with him, but the quest remains eternally our own. Thank you for watching.